illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess he keep them. There was like something he was doing too. It was like threatening them or somehow like successfully threatening them, like telling them they weren't allowed to come back to the school. Yeah.
No, the only thing my teacher, I had one teacher in 7th grade, my social studies teacher. I loved him, but he had this thing like he would punish us like we were 3-year-olds. Like he would have, you know how your parents when you were younger, you knew you were in trouble when they went 1, 2.
Yeah.
You better not let me get to 3. You know, he would do that to us. And at 3, the first time we all had to write a letter saying, you know, we're sorry, we would never do it again. And if it happened the second time, and it never happened to my class, it happened to almost every other class but mine. He would make you do book work the rest of the year. Like he wouldn't even teach. I mean, he would teach very little, I should say, and the rest of the time you were reading out of the book, you were doing problems. That was the extent of mine. I met someone at college actually who told me that when he was in, I think, high school, one of his science teachers, I want to say, the class was acting up. And it got to a point where he literally he picked up a chair, he threw it at the back of the classroom, and he yelled when he did it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone went dead silent. He just went on teaching like nothing happened. and everyone just.
I had teachers like that in middle school who would like throw things against the walls and like yell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had any.
I had teachers like that in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when kids need to be scared. Is like middle school, junior high school, and middle school is definitely the time, because that's when you're the biggest little shits.
Yeah,
you know?
it's true.
You're just 10
to 12 years old. You just need to get the crap. Yeah.
Or you need to be scared. You need to get this living.
You need to be
scared.
You basically just need to go to prison for like 4 years in between the ages of 10 and 14.
Right. Well, it was like 14, 15, and 16 are like the years that, or I should say 12 to 15, I want to say, is like those are the years that, I don't know, for me anyways, going through the public school system was when students got really rowdy, like hormones started getting, no one really fit in their bodies yet, and people were kind of awkward walking around, and like,
and hair in weird places.
What's that?
Hair in weird places.
Yeah, they were getting, hair in weird places, things like that. So, like, people were on edge all the time. And, like, that's when the cliques formed was, like, start of middle school. Like, elementary school was great because everyone liked each other. But then you got to middle school, and that's when the cliques started. Like, not, like, totally, but then it started progressing from there. Because the good-looking kids started becoming good-looking, And, the awkward kids, they got more awkward, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it progresses from there, and that's why I don't think I'd ever want to be a middle school teacher.
Yeah, me neither.
Because, how crazy those kids can be. I think I could be like elementary or high school, but that's about it. I don't think I could do middle. I don't think I would make it. One of those kids would die.
This might seem like a creepy statement, but I'm hoping you guys understand what I'm referring to it, and it might just be something I'm noticing in New York, but have little kids been dressing sexier lately?
Like
yes, they
little
have.
girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
like in sexy clothing.
They're prostitutes.
Yeah, prostitutes. That's a good word. Prostitutes. I like that.
They're on the rise.
Yeah.
I've been noticing this epidemic for the past few years.
What the hell?
As a female teacher, how do you deal with your students if they even do dress up like that? Like, what do you do?
If they dress like, well, I mean, I'm in high school, so I don't know if they can really be considered prostitutes at that age.
Prostitutes?
Huh?
Prostitutes?
Do you ever make a comment like, sweetheart, your thong's showing, anything like that? Or
Well, thankfully I haven't seen any thongs, but, the fad is, even with the guys now, the fad is back where you wear the pants down below the butt.
Oh, wow.
And your boxers are just completely hanging out.
Wow.
And, I just say, pull up your pants because I don't want to see that, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, as a male teacher, I don't think I'd feel comfortable telling the females you need to look more appropriate in my classroom. I would have to tell like a female teacher to do that.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Where the male will ask a female teacher to do it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to do that to someone?
Have I
Why
had to
you
do that?
can just slap a girl around and be like, you're just like a whore!
Well, I don't say that. I sort of usually will take the opposite approach, and if they normally
And dress like them, just show them, how inappropriate it is.
Well, if they're dressed sort of scantily, and then they come in one day and they're dressed nice, then I'll make a comment about, oh, you look really classy today, or something like that. And
yeah.
They come wearing
sometimes.
They come wearing a mink gown.
A mink gown. Well, you look really nice today.
Yeah.
That's really wonderful. What do you do what if you do like they aren't dressing like necessarily like sexy, just crazy? Like a guy comes in dressed like a Conan the Barbarian with a fur loincloth. What do you do in that situation?
I'll let you know when it happens.
You have lots of goth kids in your class?
No, I don't know if goth is even in anymore. I haven't really noticed goth kids around.
There was a bazillion goth kids when I was in high school.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was stuck in the middle. Like I wasn't
goth.
I wasn't with no. I wasn't with like the popular crowd. I wasn't with the jocks, but I wasn't totally with the goths or the freaks. I was kind of in this middle edge. Like Dave, Mr. Burt talks about it a lot too. Like he kind of had the same experience where we were friends with pretty much with almost everyone. Like we had friends in every place, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I don't think I was really in a clique, I guess you could say. And our school also had 2,000 students, so we really didn't have the room for it. But so there wasn't really.
Yeah, my school had 2,000 when I went there.
Yeah.
So it now has 3,200 students, but.
Oh, that's crazy! Like, what are they? It was packed when I went to school. I couldn't even imagine having over 3,000 students.
Yeah, all in one building.
Jeez.
Wow.
I don't know. I think I had like 1,000 students in my in my high school. I think.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's cute. That's cute.
That's cute.
That's cute. Crystal, are you even on Facebook?
I am on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You can't find me because I told you I hide.
Oh.
I send her bad things once in a while.
Anyway.
Indeed.
High school. High school's a crazy land. My mom's told me recently she wants to go back and teach high school. I don't understand it. I don't think I could handle it.
Kids aren't what they used to be.
They aren't? What are they like now? Are they worse?
They're very disrespectful and apathetic now.
Yeah? Where's that coming from?
I wish I knew.
Wait, hold on. The kids?
Yeah.
I mean, could it be Christmas is coming, or
No, they've been this way all year.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yep.
What do they do that's disrespectful?
Well, when we were in high school back in the day, it used to be if you were, trying to talk to the student next to you, you would be whispering and you try not to get caught and, try to be discreet about it at least.
Yeah.
Now students will talk in their regular volume voices
That's
to
crazy.
the person next to them, or they'll even talk to a student across the room.
Huh.
And it's fascinating.
That's insane. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know how I would even put up with that. Man.
See, that's why I have my new method.
Right.
But that's only with my 10th graders. My 9th graders aren't there yet, so we'll see.
Right. Yeah, you might be getting them next year. They might be totally different.
Maybe you just have a bad year.
Well, yeah, I know that I know the incoming freshman class from last year, which clearly are my 10th graders this year, were a rough group. So I think that's a big part of it, because the 9th graders are a good group.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, Georgia's not home.
Yeah, that's right. Was that Seinfeld?
Seinfeld, yeah. Believe it or not, Georgia's not home. Where could he be? I do not. I can't remember the song.
I love how at some point during every show, Charles breaks out into song.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah. It's perfect, actually.
Perfect.
Perfect.